Hello and welcome to another episode of Prairie Mini Project, and this is another episode of the Out and About. There is an update on the Mini coming very shortly. One of the reasons I haven't done an update on that is because I'm waiting for parts. I've ordered parts and they're coming from the UK, and I'm hoping to do a whole episode on that because there's been an issue more with the postage than the import tax and duty parts. You can get parts. So this is sort of a bit of a reveal because it's this machine just showed up today. We've been talking about doing this for a couple of years, and the timing and the numbers were just right. So we decided to pull the trigger on this. So I'm gonna, without further ado, show you this. So this is the new seeding tractor. It's got tracks, yeah. It's a New Holland T9.615. You can see there. The new one, it's because they have the DEF fluid. 36-inch tracks. DEF fluids in there, batteries and all that good stuff. That's the diesel tank on the back, the whole fender thing, which sort of gives it more traction. This one comes with PTO. A lot of these bigger tractors don't nowadays. This one does, but it just came that way. It's second hand, so if we ever get a bigger shuttle cart, well, we have a machine to pull it. But like I said, it's second hand. It's a couple of years old. It's got 1900 hours on the clock. So it was a screaming deal. Try and get up here without doing myself in. It's quite a spacious cab. There's carpet in here, but you can't take that out. It's a rubber mat underneath. So, leather creature comforts. It's got the GPS computer. I'll just give him a fire up. Wait for it to start. Okay. Yeah, that sounded scary, yeah. But anyway, so yeah, like I said, second hand, it's a couple of years old. Oh, the computer is getting a little bit of a hissy fit here. So, let's get out of that. So, for the non-farming folk, oh, we got a big bird there. For the non-farming folk, these tractors in the mid-5s to 600 horsepower range, they'll set you back at least $500,000, if not closer to $750,000. 600,000 is usually for the 600 horse. This one's a couple of years old, almost 2,000 hours on the clock. We paid approximately $350,000 for it. I know that sounds like a lot of money. Believe you me, the amount of work it has to do for the type of tractor is you have to pay that to get, you know, machine for the job. It's the same with the combines. But it's like I said, it's half the price of a new one. It's even got a seat for the bank manager. So take it for a little spin. Dude, one-handed. So, shuttle. Off we go. So, yeah. So you're supposed to not use your phone and drive, but I think this you're allowed to do this. Allowed to break this rule. So, yeah, the big reason for going with the tracks is in the field it's supposed to be smoother as far as bounce. They call it torque hop when you're pulling the air seeder or harrows on hills or in heavy going conditions. Tires can get what's called the hop, and with me having had spinal surgery, and when you're seating, you're out there for at least 12 hours at a time. It can get quite uncomfortable. So that's the reason why we decided to go with this big chappy, to hopefully make that a lot easier. Plus, the fact is, the other tractor was getting older. We passed 8,000 hours, and they tend to start giving issues. And the seating time, when you gotta go, you gotta go. And when you've got 3,000 acres of crop to put in, you can't have too much downtime. And we've been lucky so far with the John Deere, the 8970, because it's really been a workhorse. But it was time to demote him, let him go to some of the smaller duties, whether it be cultivating ahead of the air seeder, harrowing, doing that sort of stuff, and then letting this take over the big duties. So, yeah, here we are. It's big, it's blue, and it's got all the bells and whistles. But yeah, so these switches here will be what works the up and down, and folding the wings in and out on the air seeder. I'm trying to stop here because when crossing the ice and stuff, which is sharp and whatnot, the tracks don't tend to like it too much. Yeah, I'll just stop here because right there's the old fella, still in winter hibernation. Try and get over here without rubbing into any fence posts. So yeah, it's got the up and the down, the folding up of the wings for the air seeder, and then also there'll be a switch for turning off and on the fan that blows the seed and fertilizer product out onto the ground. So going for a rip out across the frozen tundra. So yeah, let's get up to a little bit of speed here. So you can see there it's in 12th gear. It's got 16 gears. It's not the fastest. When they put tracks on these tractors, it slows them down a bit from when they have tires. Something to do with the radius versus distance. So it you lose a little bit. So the other tractor would go at around about 22 miles an hour. This will do 16 and a half to 17, I think it is. So lucky enough, our farm's not spread out too far. You don't have to travel too far between fields, so it's not that big of a deal. Shouldn't be a problem. So, the funny part is, in about 4 weeks, we will be probably in this field driving like this, except there will be an air seeder back there putting crop in the ground. That is the one funny part about life on the prairies. It changes very quickly. The weather changes all the time. Temperature changes. Right now it's minus 14. We've been to plus 14 already this year. Up and down, up and down. So, you guys can see this. Yeah, we're just at sunset. Just gonna see. I'll take you guys a bit of a spin around. See, it just goes to show that we're not completely flat out here in the prairies. Yes, that is flat. But there are ravines that break up the landscape every so often. Little dips, hollows. Yeah. totally interesting. But yeah, so just thought I would give you a little shot in the new machine. The loader charger that we replaced, the new one will be here next week, I was told. So I will probably do a little bit of a show and tell on that one. But I'm hoping in the next couple of days I'll be able to do another episode back in the workshop with the Mini. And maybe doing an unboxing. Start showing some of the parts, because I bought some pretty cool pieces. They'll fill in some of the blanks on how the Mini pickup, where it's going to go, and some of the little design quirks that I'm going to be adding to that. So yeah, thank you for joining in, and just give you one last. This is the grain farm over here. There's Canton's over there behind the trees. Yeah. So here's the prairies. So, tatty bye for now.